Hello, carpet cleaning world. This is Roger Lloyd, your host for this evening. And tonight, we have a very special guest. From Atlanta, Georgia, we have Courtney Lee, who owns Truman Steamers. And Courtney does a lot of what I do. He tries to give back. Now, Courtney's much younger than I am, and that's what amazes me, how he makes sure that he really tries to give back. And so, we're just going to wait for Courtney to come on in here, and we're going to get started, and we're going to hear what Courtney Lee from Atlanta, Georgia, Truman Steamers, is going to share with us this evening. All right. So I'm just waiting for Courtney to come on in, and then we'll be good to go. All right. Just looking for him here. All right. I see everybody. There he is. Yay. There he is. Let's bring you on in here so we can get the party started. All right. All right. Now, he's no stranger. All of you have at least heard of him. And if you have YouTube, there he is, the superstar himself, Courtney Lee. How you doing?
Doing good, brother.
Hey, let me tell him real quick before you get started. I met Courtney Lee. You might not even realize this, brother. It's been 1 year now that you and I met. We met at the Mikey's Fest in St. Petersburg, Florida last year.
Yep.
You, me, and good old Chandler.
Yes, sir.
Well, without further ado, Courtney, I'm going to try to act like I don't know how great you are and all the things that you do. So I'm going to let you tell them and share whatever you want to share with us. And then we're going to announce to them at the end of the show how you're going to be helping me out with the thing that's coming up in the carpet cleaning world this year.
Yes, sir. So, is there any questions you want to ask me, Roger?
Okay, yeah. So, Courtney, where are you based out of? Where are you based out of?
I'm out of Gwinnett County, Georgia, which is Lawrenceville. But I tell most people Atlanta, because when you say Lawrenceville, most people won't, but it's about probably about 30 miles from the city.
Okay. Got it. Now, you own Truman Steamers.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been in the carpet cleaning business, and how long have you been the owner of your own business?
Well, I've been in the industry, guys, going on 19 years. I've been on my own for 10 years. So I work for different companies, like I said in the past, which I think is one of the best ways for most new guys to basically get the experience, the knowledge, and just see if this is something you want to do before you decide to go on your own. Because, it's a whole lot easier to make ends meet. It's a whole lot easier to get your bills paid when you get when you work for someone else, no matter if you're getting a commission or a paycheck, compared to, I see a lot of guys just jumping out there in the ocean, don't know how to swim, and next thing you know, they end up drowning.
Right.
So I got a lot of knowledge, working with different companies. Each company that I work for, I was able to learn something different, and I was also able to see which one of those business models I wanted to basically put in my business model. So, like, for example, I worked for a lot of companies that did apartments. After doing that, I realized I didn't want to do apartments. I worked for a lot of companies that did like late night commercial, like working 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I realized if I got into my own business, I would never want to do that. I work for companies that dyed carpet. I work for companies that did a lot of repairs. So there's a lot of things I love about this business. What I tell a lot of guys is that one thing I love about the carpet cleaning business, you have so many options that you can do where you don't even have to do them all. Every guy doesn't have to do repairs. Every guy doesn't have to dye. Every guy doesn't have to be a bottom feeder. Every guy doesn't have to be a high end cleaner. You have so many options. You don't have to have a truck mount. You can be a low moisture cleaner. So it's so many options I love about this business that it gives you. You just got to find what works best for you, and not only works best for you, which one you feel more comfortable with. Like me, a lot of guys say, Courtney, you don't stretch carpet? No, I don't. I don't like stretching carpet. I don't like working on my knees. So that's why I don't do repairs. So I think I'm in a position where I can make very lucrative and decent money without doing something.
No, you froze. There you go. Go ahead, buddy.
Trying to reconnect.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we're freezing a little bit.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. So that's just one of the things, man, about this business I really like about it is that again, it gives you so many opportunities and so many options where you don't have to be one of those carpet cleaners to say I do it all. Because when I hear guys say I do it all, basically that just lets me know that they're setting themselves up for failure. Guys say I do residential, I do the high end, I do the low end, I do commercial. Like guys, you can't do it all. I mean, unless you one of those guys at the top of the food chain and you got someone doing it for you, or you're subbing it out. As in this business, which is about 85% owner operators, you can't do it all. So just find a few things that you enjoy doing. Like me, I love carpet cleaning, I love hardwood floor cleaning, I love tile and grout cleaning. And I like upholstery. I did a sectional sofa today. I like upholstery cleaning. One of those things is, I don't too much care for it, so I charge very high to do it. So if I do it, I'm going to make decent money doing it. So just find those things that you really enjoy doing. And again, if you don't like doing, either charge more for them or do something that I do. I sub it out, and I still make a percentage off of it.
Good. Courtney, besides your business of your own, you decided at a much younger age, well, younger than me anyway, to give back.
Yes.
You have a YouTube channel as well as a Facebook page, but you really got known because of your YouTube channel and you helping a lot of cleaners in the industry.
Yes.
What made you decide to do that, and what drives you to continue to be beyond? You said you love carpet cleaning, but you do more than carpet cleaning. You give back. You try to help. Most guys are like, "Hey, I'm good. Like my business is fine. I got 19 years. I don't have to help nobody." You know how this industry is. But you chose to give back. Tell us about that.
The reason why I chose to give back, and I'm just gonna keep it raw and uncut. When I got on YouTube and being an African American and a minority, looking at the guys like Mark Sager, I see. So I said, you know what? I want that person or one of those guys that look like me. So that's why I basically, took the step forward and put myself out there, because in this industry, sometimes guys can get, a little discouraged when they might want to reach out and call someone that don't look like them, because they don't feel like that other person will reach out and do the same for them. So when I basically started doing my YouTube channel, I wanted guys, again, of a minority to see someone that can be successful in this business and someone that they can look up to. And there's a lot of African Americans in this business. There's a lot of Hispanics in this business. And basically just encourage guys, no matter what race you are, no matter what background you have, you can be very successful in this business. So that's why I started to take my knowledge and my experience and my everyday cleaning experience, showing how I deal with customers on an everyday basis, and put it out there, and show guys, hey, you don't have to be a bottom feeder just because you're a certain race, or you don't have to be a bottom feeder just because you don't have a high education skill. So it's one of the things, man. I just wanted to basically just put myself out there, and show guys, and again, I have all kind of followers. I have guys, again, from all kind of races, because to me it's not about the color, but in the day, when we really look at the realistic of it, is basically a lot of things that we don't like to talk about, but these are real situations. I mean, when it comes to the industry in whole, just basically business in whole, a lot of people can get discouraged, from being a black guy, seeing an industry basically being dominated by white men. So I think it was just something for me to step out there and show guys that, you can be successful in this business no matter what race you are. So that's why I really put myself out there.
Man, I couldn't have said, hey, man, keep talking to us. Keep talking to us.
Yeah, so that's why I did it, man. And on the flip side, if you watch some of my YouTube videos, you know, I'll say about 85 to 90% of my business are Caucasian people, white people. And you'll be surprised, Roger, how many of those customers, especially women, have told me they have felt very comfortable as me being African American around me. And again, I'm a very open person. I love to talk, again, especially about things that we don't like to talk about. And when I hear women say that of another race, it really makes me think like, wow, this is 2018 and people still, again, think about one another, as being another race. So again, man, just putting myself out there, using those platforms like YouTube and social media and Facebook. Again, man, this is a very good business to be into. I'm not saying that, you're going to be some guy on Wall Street making $100 million a year. But if you just want to make a good living, take care of your family, vacate, save money, and it just do something that's enjoyable. That's one thing about this business, man. It's not, to me, it's almost like I'm not working because I enjoy it so much. Enjoy talking to the client, building that relationship, which is the most important part of this business, especially in the residential side, is building that relationship with your customer. You build that relationship with them, you make them feel, comfortable as possible. You got a customer for life. Thank you, Joe. I really appreciate that, man. And again, just basically just doing the right thing, and also, learning how to separate yourself. You guys is learning how to separate yourself. It's good to basically learn from one another, but at the end of the day, man, be yourself, because people can see that. People can see when you're trying to imitate, when people can see when you're trying to be something that you're really not. And if you just be yourself, and express that, and let people see that, you'll be surprised of how many people will grasp onto that, because sometimes we don't like to be ourselves when we don't see other people being themselves.
You're right. And then everybody's always looking for someone that can give them hope.
Yes.
And that's what you do on YouTube.
Yes.
You give guys that are just on YouTube searching, just hoping that someone that's not going to empty their pockets, can just talk to them in a way that they can understand, that just give them one thing.
Exactly. Hope.
And that's what you've done. And that's why you're who you are. And my young brother, it's just skies is the limits for you because of just what you said. But I know you, and I know you mean what you say from your heart. You're not someone that's just getting interviewed by me and I have to just sit here and smile. I know you. And Courtney Lee, keep talking to us, man.
Yeah, man. So, that's what it's about, man. Hope, because And another reason why I really put myself out there, because when you try to get into an industry and people are doing well, I'm gonna tell you, Roger, again, I'm just gonna be raw and uncut with it. There was a guy here in the Atlanta area, and he had a very successful carpet cleaning business, and he was an African American. And this guy didn't know that he had inspired me so much, because this guy was not the typical black guy in the business. This guy was making money. This guy had like high prices. And I'm admiring this guy, seeing him on, on videos, and how he was cleaning, how he was carrying himself. I'm looking at this. I said, man, I like this. I like the way this guy carried himself. This guy didn't even know he was motivating me, and he didn't even know me. So one day I met John Dunn, and I happened to see him. And when I see this guy's like a superstar to me.
Keep talking to us.
Okay. So this guy is like a superstar to me. So I see this guy and I approach him. And I'm not gonna say his name, but he's not even in the industry anymore. So I walk up to him and I just go say John Doe. So I say, hey, what's up, John Doe? My name is Courtney. And man, I just want to let you know, man, I see you online. I see, your website. I see the way you conduct business. And I just want to know, hey, can you give me a few tips? This guy looked dead at me, and this guy said, how you know me? And just, when he said that, it's the way it came out. And I told him, I said, you know what? Never mind, don't worry about it. I just walked away. So that was one of the reasons why I said, if I ever got in that position where a guy would reach out to me, I would never turn my back on him, because at the end of the day, most of us was that bottom guy before. So we know how hard it is when it's at the bottom. When you're at the bottom, we know how hard it is when you're looking for work. You're trying to make money. You're trying to make ends meet. Your car is breaking down. I tell guys all the time, I live a very good life now, but before I tell you about the good part, let me tell you about the bad part. Let me tell you about the times where, I used to go outside and my van was repoed because I couldn't pay my note. Let me tell you about the times where I would walk through the mall and my little daughter would ask me for a toy or some shoes, and I would tell her no, not because I didn't want to, because I couldn't. And that's not a good feeling as a dad when you can't do something for your child. So, when you're starting out, yes, it's going to be rough, but that's what I do. I want to give guys hope. I want to give guys encouragement to basically hold on, keep working, keep mastering your craft, keep finding ways to make yourself better. And again, I think we all should be that way towards another. But one thing I've learned from social media, one thing I've learned from a lot of people in this industry is that a lot of people really don't want to help you. A lot of people don't want to see you, at that same level as them. When they're up here and they see you coming, you have to watch out for that. And I see that. I say, you got to have that third eye, where you can see the BS. You can see the people that really don't want to see you, climb to the top. And you gotta, take it, because again, if you want to be, real about it, hey, look at Jesus. It was the Son of God, and they still told him he wasn't the Son of God. So the thing about it, man, is that, I just, again, want to give guys hope. And again, I'm not going to BS you. If you ask me something, I'm going to tell you how it is. Either you want to hear it or you don't want to hear it. There was a guy, and I noticed too on Facebook, a lot of guys that say they looked up to me, they admired me, and I go to my Facebook page, those guys have defriended me, which I don't care, because it's just social media. Those are not real friends. But the reason why I say those guys unfriended me, because those guys did not want to hear the truth. And again, if you want someone to lie to you, go find someone to lie to you. But if you are a guy who's starting out from the bottom, don't have a lot of income, don't have a lot of capital, and you're getting into this business, again, guys, it's not going to be an easy ride. But if you keep working at it, you stay dedicated to it, again, you open yourself up. I don't care if you got to go knock on 1,000 doors every day. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I tell guys when I first started and I got a good online presence, my job every week was to go put out bandit signs. Those little signs that you see on the corners. I put those signs out for 5 years. Every week, my daughters, my wife, you be careful. You hurry up because they know what I had to do. I had to go put out them damn signs. Every week, I had to go put out 50 signs, 60 signs, whatever it took. I had to go put those signs out to keep that phone ringing, and I couldn't let up because I knew if I let up, business would let up. So man, you just got to get out here and you gotta be hungry, and you got to do whatever it takes, in a positive way. I'm not gonna say go rob a bank, but in a positive way. You got to work hard. When you guys don't have 15 or $20,000 in the bank account to spend on online marketing, or they don't have a decent website, you got to do what you got to do. You got to go do door hangers every day. You got to go do postcard. Like I said, you got to go knock on doors. I remember I used to go to Walmart's. I used to put the little flyers on people windshields. They might say you can't do it, but hey, sometimes you got to break a few rules here and there. Sometimes you just got to. People do it all the time, and I'm not saying do nothing illegal. I'm not saying again do nothing that's gonna get you in trouble. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to do what you got to do. You got family to feed, you got bills to pay, and that's my job. Again, I talked to a guy the other day. There he go, Enrico. I talked to him yesterday, had a good talk with that brother, and told that brother, man, I can tell by your
Rico.
language. Yeah, I tell by his language, he understands. But like I told him, man, it takes time. Another thing too, guys, when you're starting out, don't get caught up in this equipment. Don't don't get caught up in this equipment, all this Rotovac and CRB guy. These are just tools. These are tools that can make the job easier, but it doesn't mean you can't get the job done. When you get into this business, your money should be focused on marketing and branding your name.
Ah!
When I first started, I seen the Rotovats, which was very hot back then, the power ones, and of course you want that stuff. But guys, you don't need to be focused on the equipment when you first started. Again, I pushed the portable for 4 years. There was a few times I could have got a truck mount, but I knew if I would have got that truck mount, I would have been adding debt on what I was already, bringing in every month, which I couldn't afford that truck mount. So don't be getting caught up in this, when you see guys getting this stuff, you see Roger marketing things and you see me using the Devastator, tell guys, those are just luxuries to us. The Devastator, yes, it's a good tool, but I would tell any guy who's starting out, don't be focused on that stuff. You know, use the basics because the basics can get the job done. But your main focus should be branding your company and marketing your business. That's what your main focus should be when you get into this business.
Man, I knew you was gonna be good, man.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, I'm gonna keep it raw, Roger, because again, man, a lot of guys. There you go. See, he said I used a scooter for 7 years. I said, come on, man, that scooter, that's a big tall machine, you know. So use VLM and build a big business. There we go. So and you see guys, you see the comments, guys. This is what we have to do because realistically, the reason why you have so many people in this business because it's so easy to get into. This ain't like plumbing. This ain't like an electrician business where you got to go get licensed. You got to get the proper training and the proper experience. And 9 out of 10, you usually have to work under a company before you can even branch out on your own. Carpet cleaner ain't like that. People go get a portable, get a truck mount. They a professional carpet cleaner. So that's what hinder a lot of guys back, and again, I'm not knocking nobody. I want to let you know I'm not knocking nobody because, that's what you do. That's what you do. And again, you only going to get to a certain level in this business unless you have the proper knowledge and experience. I don't care what kind of tools you got. You can have all the CRBs, all the rotaries, all that crap. If you ain't got the proper knowledge and the proper experience, that stuff don't mean nothing. So again, I tell guys, brand your business, market your business, knock on doors, put out signs, newspaper, EDDM, Facebooks, social media, Yelp, Google, whatever you got to do to get your name out there, you got to do it.
You know, I want you to say it because they already expect me to say it. What is this month, right? What is February? What is this month represent, Courtney?
The slowest money in the business.
Not for the industry. What's this month? February.
Black History Month.
So what you just said right now, and then what's happening right now with you talking on my show right now is historical. Like everything you just said about this industry and the people in it and the people striving, you and I are making a historical landmark right now for the carpet cleaning industry. And I don't care who deletes themselves out of this, but what we are doing right now and what you are saying is all positive. Yes. And it's going to help bring more people in, but not just in to just make it a hustle, but in to make it, like you said, a business to take care of their families and support their lives in a positive way, to take care of their children, to keep them out of child support court, to keep them from doing things illegally because of what you're saying right now. You are a young brother, a young African-American man that is giving more, like Enrico right there, Aquil Stewart. I'm looking at the guys that are watching you speak, and I'm telling you, you're talking to an older man here, an older African-American, and I'm so proud of what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing a young African-American man in February, Black History Month, give these people, our people, hope. Hope. What did President Obama, what was his whole slogan when he became president? Hope. Hope. And he gave us that. And that's what you are doing today. You are giving us hope. Everybody, A's stand for applause. I want to see a flood of A's. I'm going to clap because y'all can see me. I'm going to clap. But I want to see A's. Now, go ahead, Courtney. Please continue.
Yes, sir, man. So like you said, Roger, man, again, man, hope. I just want to give guys hope and encouragement. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not just trying to reach out just to, the African-American brothers and the Hispanic brothers, but I'm just basically to let, put myself out there to let them know when they see someone like me that they have hope. Because like I said, when you go back to it and just being realistic and being uncut with it, when a lot of black men see an industry that's dominated by mostly white men, we as black men feel like we don't know how to approach them. And it's vice versa. I'm pretty sure there's some white men want to ask us, but they might not feel comfortable because of us being black men. So my thing is that once we can realize no matter what color we are, at the end of the day, I tell guys all the time, I'm not going to be mad at Roger. I'm not going to be mad at Ron. If you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at the ones with 50 and 60 vans. The ones that's doing 100,000 a day. Don't be mad at me because I'm doing 1,000 a day. You got company. One of my buddies worked for I ain't gonna name their name, but the company that start off with a Z. That dude told me they going out at 60, 70,000 in the morning, coming back with 90, 100,000 in the morning. So when I say this is that I don't just speak for the African Americans, I speak for all the men in this business, black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, I don't care what color you are, that you can live a decent life in this business and take care of your family. Me and my family going to Florida this weekend for 4 days just because. We're just going to drive down to Florida Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and be back to work too, just because we just want to spend some time. We want to get away for a few days.
As you should.
Yes. So, there's so many guys in this business that not only, they look up to me, but there's a lot of guys I look up. I look up to a guy like Ron, Mr. Packy. Man, that guy right there is subtle to me because, again, was not afraid to express how he really feels. You see what I'm saying? And I like that. And I've seen a lot of people on social media attack him. And I'm not going to bring his business up, but I've seen people the way they attacked him, and Ron kept pushing. He didn't back off. He kept pushing forward. A lot of guys in this business. What's up, Jarvis? How you doing? Um, but man, it's again, man. This is a carpet cleaning industry, and and guys, just listen to this. What I'm about to say. You have to realize, no matter who we are, no matter how we clean, how many trucks we got, the reason why I say that we all should help one another, no matter what, is because in the day, 9 out of 10, we all have the same goals. So my thing is, if I see someone that wants to live a decent, comfortable life just like me, why wouldn't I be willing to help that person and vice versa? We all got the same goals. We all want to make money. We all want to build our business, take care of our family, buy little nice things here and there, probably own a home, go on vacations. Most of us really don't want, the things we know realistically. Most of us know as carpet cleaning, ain't most of it going to be driving no Bugattis, living in no $20,000 mansions. But most of us just want to live a comfortable life. And in the day, you have to ask yourself, what's wrong with that? I don't think nothing's wrong with it. So as long as we can help one another, reach our goals, I think we'll all do fine.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I really, like I said, I can't say it enough. I'm really proud of you, young man. I told you this a year ago. I told you at Mikey's Fest that we was going to see big things. We were going to hear big things. Just talking to you for a few minutes. Just talking to you and Chandler. We got to give Chandler a shout out too. Chandler Thompson, everyone.
Yeah, Chandler Thompson.
These are two gentlemen that work together over in Atlanta area, in Georgia rather. And what I love about this is that I see Chandler support. Chandler's one of those, he's like one of those guys that sit in the background, but he's there and his presence is felt. But he lets Courtney be on the front line because, see, when you have too many chiefs and too many people talking, it sounds like Charlie Brown's school teacher. But it's one voice that's coming out, but multiple thoughts. And I like that. I like that. And when I met both of you and you told me how y'all work together and so forth, I really saw something, like you just said, in the industry here that's forming, and it's starting right here. And Courtney, I'm going to let you have 5 minutes before you talk a little more. Everyone knows we have the Carpet Cleaning World Conference coming up, and now it's not going to be in 2019. It's going to be in 2018 because of popular demand. Guys were like, yo, well, why do we have to wait so long? And so I got it arranged today. It's going to be on August 29th, and I'm telling you this now, Courtney, and August 30th. And Courtney Lee right here, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be one of my speakers. Ron Packey is going to be one of my speakers. And if I can get Chandler to say 2 words to the public, I would like him to be a speaker. Because, gentlemen and ladies, excuse me, if you want to come to a conference where you're hearing real talk by real cleaners like Courtney this week, everyone gave Ron Packey a standing ovation last week. This is what the Carpet Cleaning World Conference is going to be about. It's not going to be, yes, I'm going to have some toys there because I have to. That's just, the vendors are supporting it. I have to have it. But the conference is going to be about learning, and it's going to be about guys touching you like Courtney and Ron in places that you're not going to get from the experience, that you're not going to get from ICE. This is going to be an event where you can talk to real cleaners that are in the trenches today that can help you because they've been through, like Courtney just explained to you when he first started. He was in the mall with his daughter, he just explained to us. It's not like he didn't want to buy the toy, but he had to make sense. Do I put this money here or do I buy her a toy? And that's how a lot of us live. But like he told you, there's an easier way. And see, you hear it from me all the time, but I'm an old man. Now you're hearing it from a young man. And he's speaking from his heart, just like Ron did last week. Ron goes to the churches, clean the probation officer's house, clean the judge's house. He cleaned everybody's house that he had to deal with.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what it's all about. But go ahead, Courtney. I just wanted to let them know that you're going to be, they can come to hear you live.
Yes, sir. And again, man, that's one of my things, Roger, is always to motivate people. And speaking of my buddy Chandler, he told me that, man, when I was doing my YouTube page, I asked Chandler, I said, man, he told me, he said, Courtney, the reason why so many people follow you, and because you look like.
Froze up for a minute. Come on back. Come on back. You're still frozen oh man. See, it was about to get good. It was about to get good. Even if you have to leave out and come back in, just come on back. Hopefully, you to come back, and I want you to talk to. Oh, okay, he's coming right back, everyone. He's coming right back. Thank you, Ty. Ty L, everyone. He's from New York. Him and his wife work together. Here he is. Where'd he just go? I just saw you, Courtney. Where'd you go? All right. Let's give him another minute to come back in. Just trying to let Courtney finish this off. He don't have that much longer to go. But you guys need to hear this. This is real talk from real cleaners. This is real talk from real cleaners. And that's why I had Ron come in last week. That's why I had Courtney come in today. I just saw you again. Maybe, hopefully, he'll be showing up here in a second because this is Courtney's show. I mean, you guys can hear from me on Friday night. But I really want him to come back in here and finish. He's having a little problem with this internet, I tell you. Okay. Well, we'll try to give him a minute to see if he can work this through. But everyone, you have to give it to him. A stand for applause. This man is really telling you from his heart. He's telling you. He's explaining to you. I don't know what's going on, Courtney. I see you keep trying to come in. I do not know why it's not oh, wait a minute, is that you? Let's see. It says that your camera is not on, buddy. I don't know what that's all about. But at any rate, yes, so if you guys want to hear Courtney without any delays or any problems with internets and Wi-Fi and things like that, then you should definitely plan your August to come to Pennsylvania. the Radisson Hotel in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And then you can hear all these things. You can hear Ron and the rest of my lineup. You can hear me, and you don't have to worry about this. But you'll get to take home some knowledge. You'll get to take home what you need. And it's not going to be a whole lot of paperwork about equipment and things like that are overrated. Here he is. Here he comes. There he is. All right, see, they're not going to defeat us tonight. They're not
Yes,
going to defeat
sir.
us tonight. Now,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
tired of talking. Come on, talk to us.
Yeah, man. So again, I said this a bunch of times, Roger. What's up, though? Hey, there go my buddy Marty. What's up, Mr. Marty? Um, man, I just love meeting so many guys in this business. But I will say, getting into this business, you want to apply yourself and you want to put yourself around the right people that can motivate you and also bring you up, man, because, I say I'm really grateful for a lot of people, and the guys that I've able to meet in this business. One of my best, influencers, who I've seen on YouTube, and this guy picks up the phone anytime I call him, was Mark Sager, you know, and I could just tell by looking at him and the way he puts himself out there. Mark he's another unbelievable inspiration to this business. Again, a lot of guys might not know, like Marty. We some of us who really know
Go, Marty.
Marty. Yeah, a lot of guys don't really know him, but I know Marty, and he's another one, man. Like I remember one time, sometimes we get caught up in this trying to be the highest cleaner, trying to be the highest cleaner. And Marty gave me some good tips. He said, Courtney, there's nothing wrong with having high prices, but he opened my eyes up to this. You can always outprice yourself and actually outprice yourself out of business. So I tell guys, don't get on that bandwagon of trying to be the highest cleaner just to say you're the highest cleaner and try to prove something. Because at the end of the day, you still got to make a living. You still got bills to pay. So, learn your market, network. That's another big thing in this business. If it wasn't for networking, when I moved to this area that I live in now, Gwinnett County, there was a good guy, man, that I met named Eddie. And Eddie business was doing pretty good when I started. And I would just call around and just introduce myself. And Eddie was one of those guys that gave me an opportunity. And he would basically sub me out work. And that kept me able to pay bills, while I was still growing my own business. So networking is very important. Don't be afraid to network with other cleaners. A lot of cleaners, are going to brush you off. A lot of cleaners, ain't gonna give you the time of day. But like I said, sometimes you got to knock 100 times to get that one answer. So networking is very important in this business, man, because you never know who you meet. You never know who you can learn from. And also, things happen. Guys' equipment go down. Guys, we're human. We get sick. To have those guys that you can, call on, or guys can call on you, when real life situations happen. So networking is very important in this business. That's why I love talking to cleaners. I love meeting cleaners. Because again, I've been doing this 19 years, but every day it's like I'm learning something new. So yeah, guys, I just want to thank all them guys, who support me, who support my YouTube channel. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, guys, get a YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel is like your resume for your business. When you put a video up of you cleaning, talking to your clients, talking to your customers, you can have something that you can show to your customers or your potential customers of what you do on an everyday basis. I have customers that call me all the time from Facebook because of the videos that I put up, the pictures that I put up. So, don't be afraid to display your work, because a lot of guys get this mentality, and I can't believe I still hear this, Roger, when I hear guys say, I don't tell everybody what I do. Like, I mean, dude, you don't tell me, like, are you kidding me? It's damn carpet cleaning. We ain't building no rocket ships.
It's
So,
scary.
huh?
It's scary. It's scary.
Exactly. It's scary. It's scary and it's ignorant when I hear guys talk like that. I don't care about what I do. I don't care about what I use. Guys, come on, it's not that difficult. It's carpet cleaner or whatever you clean. It's you cleaning. So again, man, network with people. Don't say LOL for real. Network with people, man. And don't be afraid to share information with people because again, I've been doing this for 19 years, and you'll be surprised of how much stuff I still learn every day, talking to cleaners, meeting cleaners, and again, just going out here enjoying what I do on an everyday basis. So yeah, to all my young cleaners out there, just keep doing what you're doing, keep learning, and building your brand, building your name, especially if you're an owner operator, build your name because that's what people are going to remember the most is you before they remember your company. So make sure you give people a reason to remember you. One of my tips that I do, I never say the word secret because nothing's a secret. But one of the tips that I do, and I shared this with a guy who's on my Cleaners Connect page, Craig, he's up in New York, Long Island, is every 2 or 3 days after you clean for a client or a customer, call back and ensure, and let that, and basically just check up on that customer and that job to make sure they're happy, or see if they have any problems. People don't like to be confrontational. So, if a person has a problem or if they have a stain that might wick back, most people are not going to call you and address it. But if you call them and show that you care, you'll be surprised of how many, people might say, oh, the stairs didn't come out as good, or I had a stain that came back. And again, guys, we're not perfect. We only can do as good as our equipment and our cleaning agents. And I would tell you, I do about maybe 1 to 2. I'm not gonna be one of these guys that lie to you. About maybe 1 to 2 times a month, I have to go back and treat a stain because again, these are the things that happen in the everyday cleaning industry. Guys want to get out here and pretend that they're perfect and they can get every stain up. I'm like, guys, are you kidding me? If the chemistry don't get it up, how the hell are you gonna get it up unless you cut it out or you replace it? Um, Stains with back. But if you let that customer know, hey, Miss Williams, well, I'll be back this Thursday to treat those stains for you. And I'm gonna tell you something too. When you go back and you treat those stains, even if those stains don't reduce or if they don't come out, you will be surprised of how much appreciative Miss Williams will still be just by you showing the effort. That's all it takes is a little effort, showing the effort that you care because people understand that you can't fix everything. You can't get out every stain. You can't, you know, renew every carpet. But if you show effort and you show people you care, you'll be surprised of how far that can take your business.
The only thing I would add to that is if you know that you're good at something, like say you're good at pushing a wine, say you're good at I don't know, selling to the client, like Courtney just said. So it's not the good things that you have to work on that's going to reach your potential. What's going to reach your potential are the things that you're not good at, like Courtney just said. How many of us really take the time to go next day to call that client before she gets to Google and want to put a review up there to just simply say, Miss Johnson, I just wanted to give you a call and make sure everything was okay. I just want you to know, Miss Johnson, even if you don't see it right now, before you get uncomfortable and get nervous, just give me a call. I'll be in the neighborhood and I'll just, if I can't get it up, we'll work something out. But I will attempt to try to make sure I can get that up for you or get that out. That by yourself, that alone, see, you're not good at that because none of us are. I'm not good at that. So I have someone else to do it for me, but however it has to get done, you got to make sure you have to train yourself. Even if you have to set an alarm in your phone, call Miss Johnson back. Check to make sure that she was happy. You can, if we all have smartphones, most of us anyway, You can set a text message. You can set a message. You can, if you have Google Assistant, you can tell Google, remind me to call Miss Johnson tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Okay, Roger. I mean, we ain't going to say Roger, but okay, you're set for Miss Johnson at 8 o'clock. She's going to tell you that. Google will do that. Google Assistant. So
Mm-hmm.
it's no excuse. You have
No
to work
excuse.
on the things that you're bad at so you
Yep.
can do one thing. Reach your potential. You're not going to reach your potential if you say, hey, Courtney, hey, Roger, man, I can whine, man. I can whine everything, man. I can whine. Okay, wonderful. But can you call Miss Johnson back without memory tomorrow and make sure that your winding was good enough? That's the only thing
Exactly.
I had to add to that. Courtney, you've outdone yourself tonight, as you
Oh, thank you,
often
bro.
do. And you save some of this in August because these guys gonna come. They're gonna want to shake your hand and they're gonna want to talk to you and they're gonna want the real talk again.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm gonna
Real
try
talk.
to have you in here one more time at least before the
Okay.
event happens. But if
Mm-hmm.
not, you bring what you always do to the table and keep it real. Because nobody's angry at you for keeping it real. And if they are, well, that's
Hey,
just one they gotta grow on. That's it. That's
exactly.
it.
It says something about them, you know. And I told Chandler that, man. I said, Chandler, this year, I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not playing. I'm gonna tell them how it is, and if they want to hear it, they do. Hey, they don't, they don't. But hey, again, I'm not the one to sugarcoat you and tell you to keep pushing the one and keep doing this. Hey, sometimes you gotta switch it up. Sometimes you gotta mix it up, and you know, because again, man, we're all grown folks here. We're all men and women here, and hey, we trying to live. We trying to live. But in order to live, you got to do it the right way. That's my thing is trying to teach guys to do it the right way. I see so many guys try to reinvent the wheel. Guys, um, and and again, guys, your customers can tell too. Just because they might not say nothing on site, because again, I'm gonna tell you a story, Roger. One of my good buddies here, I went and did a job last week, $600 job, and I always ask customers, who you used last time. Well, this customer, she said, "Oh, I use this company," and I'm not gonna say his name or his company name. I said, "For real?" And she said, "Yeah, his name was." I said, "Oh, I know him." She said, "You do?" I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, she said, well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. The way you're doing it, he didn't do it that way, and it didn't look as good as it did the way you're cleaning it now." And guys, again, when you're cleaning, and listen to this is very important. Guys, you're gonna pre-spray your carpet and you're gonna take your wand and you're gonna extract. But when I see guys cleaning 100 miles per hour, you only can extract so much dirt. You have to get that machine and that airflow or that suction time to pull that dirt out. And when I see guys one and guys, you ain't doing nothing. Basically you wasting your chemicals. You might well just put water in your machine and just, you take your time. People know when you rushing. And when people see that, you have just lost a customer. Because you have to realize when you go into a customer's house, that's usually not their first or second go around for carpet cleaning. See, I'm gonna tell you one thing about most consumers out here. I went to a customer house today and they said they used a big name company. Most people don't mind paying. What it is that most people just looking for that one company that they can trust. They just looking for that one company they can use. Courtney, how do you find time to? Walt, I did a video on that. I got a Bluetooth. Um, I have a Bluetooth, which is noise cancellation. So um, I basically just answer my phones and clean at the same time. And if I have to put the one down and maybe step away, I do that. And Marty said in videos too. Marty just being smart. But yeah, Walter. I just Bluetooth at hands free and keep cleaning. And again, most customers understand that because 9 out of 10, I booked their appointment probably while I was cleaning, and people, again, people are impressed when they see that. Had a guy tell me today, he said he thought thought I was a franchise. I said, no, this ain't a franchise. This is all me, Truman Steamers. Makes your water hotter. Make your water hotter. I don't know what Jason mean by that. So, but yeah, guys, make sure, when you clean it back, what I was saying is that, give that machine and your extraction time to remove that soil out the carpets, because again, when you go into those houses and you just slaying that one and you trying to get in and out, and because I hear guys brag about it. Oh man, I was done with 8 rooms in 1 hour. Guys, come on now, these customers ain't stupid. They understand. They know when you rushing. They know when you ain't taking your time. And when these people giving you they hard earned money, and you going in there like it's a marathon, that's why I see so many guys that have been in business just as long as me, but they always are hunting. They're not the hunting me. I'm being hunted. Customers hunt for me. You'd be surprised how many people say, "Oh my God, thank God I seen your video because I've been looking for you." You'd be surprised how many guys been in business 10, 12 years still hunting and wonder why they're not getting no repeats and referrals. Hey, like I told my buddy, hey, you got to ask yourself what you did wrong. I can't say what you did wrong because I wasn't there. But obviously you did something wrong. A year later, she didn't call you back. So, engage with your customers. And again, guys, when it comes to cleaning, take your time. Get that tool enough time to lift that soil out and ensure your customers that you're doing what they paid you to do, clean the carpets, not come in there and just what I call splash and dash.
And one more thing, tell them when you get to somebody's house, clean up your truck. Don't open your back door and the bottles beat you down to the ground. Talk to them, brother.
Yeah, man. I've done videos about that. I wash my van at least. I got a membership with a car wash where I can wash my van if I wanted to for $20. God, that's something you should invest in. That's your business. Your van is your business. Invest in your business. Get a membership. Take your van through the car wash once or twice. If you at a customer house and your tire gets stuck in some mud, don't go to the next customer house like that. Go to the car wash it off, because that van represents you, just like the guy said with the corner guards. Every time, and again, these ain't people first go around. The job I did today, the guy did a video. You can go to my Cleaners Connect page. I'm gonna put on here, Roger, when I get off. The guy said he was impressed just because I put down floor mats and corner guards. The thing about it, guys have to realize we have to get off this. It's just not about the cleaning. Yes, they're paid to clean the carpets, and that's what you're supposed to do is clean the carpets. But it's the little things that you do, the corner guards, the sealer door. Again, we have people like Ron and people like Mark sharing what they do, and Roger, and Chandler, my good buddy Chandler, sharing what they do on an everyday basis. So again, we see it. You see it, you add it to it. There should be no reason why I should put up a sealer door and you shouldn't have one. I'm putting up mats and you not putting up mats. Corner guards. Guys are so lazy, they won't even put up corner guards. 9 out of 10,
you forgetting one
those
thing.
hoses. Huh? What did you say, Roger?
You forgetting one thing that's important with everything you just said they should do.
And what's that?
To be on your feet.
Oh, the shoe covers.
Yes, sir. Now, see, sir. The other industries like the plumbers and electricians have even caught on to that. And like the women have grown accustomed to that. Like a lot of women will ask you, "Oh, you don't have anything to put over your feet?" They'll ask you that. That's bad. Mm-hmm. That's like you want to make sure that you have some shoe covers. Or, if you want to be fancy with it, you can go on, like I just found, I put a video up yesterday about a little machine for $130. You just step in it and it just slides the tape right on the bottom of your feet. You don't even have to bend down anymore. But more so than that, you can put it in the doorway of your customer's house, because if she goes outside or she have any kids coming in after school and you're still working, Do you know how that's going to make you stand out? Because now she doesn't have to make them take off their shoes and she don't have to follow them around. They can just step in your machine. Do you know those little things alone will separate you from the competition? Go ahead, Courtney.
Yes, sir. Little things like that, guys, separate. I even give my customers shoe covers. Again, that's little things that most cleaners don't do, but shoe covers are very cheap. So I give my customers shoe covers. Another thing too, guys, a lot of times when you clean someone's carpet, and let's say they have a lot of pets, we build up a lot of pet hair on our wands. When you go to your truck and you wrapping your tools up, rinse that hair off of your wand because again, customers see
Yeah,
that. When
yeah.
when your hoses are dirty, clean your hose, take a microfiber.
Especially if your next client is someone that don't have any pets and your
Exactly.
wine have all this pet hair in it. She know you brought it in there. You can't lie and say that was already in the carpet.
Exactly. You
Mm.
know, go get you some of those bleach wipes. I'm gonna tell you another little tip. When you clean a lot of people's houses who have pets and you extracting a lot of urine out the carpet, go get you some bleach wipes and take those bleach wipes and suck them into your hoses before you clean up. So when you suck those bleach wipes up, it's gonna sanitize all your hoses all the way to the dump tank. And now you got that bleach from the bleach wipes in your dump tank. Again, you don't want to go to someone's house and dump water, and next thing you know, they driveway or their yard smell like urine, and you didn't even bring
Oh,
that urine out of their house. So make sure, again, you always want to make sure that you treat every customer's home right. Because think about it, what if someone did that to you? What if you don't have pets, or what if your pet is house trained, and a cleaner came in your house and his equipment smell like urine? You wouldn't want that. And again, he can do a hell of a job, but just that one turnoff can make you lose a customer for life.
that's it.
Yeah, man.
Man,
So
you done did it to the you did great, man. It's 10 o'clock. It's been 1 hour exactly. We're gonna have to bring you back in here because some of these guys gonna have to go Betty by and their wives gonna want them to stop talking to us. But
Roger, man, like I said, man, me and Roger met last year at Mikey's Fest, and man, we went out to dinner. We had a good time, and it was good that we was able to meet. And again, I met Marty. I had a chance to finally meet Mark Sager again. Mike
Mikey
Payate,
P,
yeah,
Mikey
Mikey
P,
P.
Eric
Yeah,
Hill.
Yep. Tom Conway, the guy that makes the Devastators.
Yep.
Just meet a lot of good guys in this industry. Again, guys that just want to make this industry better. And again, we all just learn from one another because, man, at the end of the day, man, we in this industry, we all in this together, no matter how you look at it. Oh yeah, Bob. Oh yeah, Bob Pruitt. You right,
Bob
Marty.
Pruitt. How we forget
Bob.
about Bob? Um, his brother. Oh my man. Whoa, I can't believe. What's his name? What's Mark Sager's brother's name? The dynamic duo I always call him.
Kurt. I call
Kurt.
Kurt
Kurt.
Batman. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Pretty boy.
that's
I
my
call him
boy right
Batman.
there.
But yeah,
He's
Bob.
like Chandler. Him and Chandler like to stay in the background, but Chandler and Kurt. See, Kurt supports Mark. That helps Mark look big out there, and just like Chandler, you and him work tight together
Yep,
as well.
yep,
I love that. I
yep.
love that.
Yeah, that's my road dog. Me and Chandler talk, man, all day, every day. He just got his new gorilla truck. But Bob Pruitt, man, that's my hero because me and Bob talk maybe once a week. And Bob, he's another one, man. He's a low key guy, but if you got to ask him a question, if he really knows you, he'll tell you how it is. And again, man, a lot of these guys have interesting backgrounds. Like just to hear Bob's background, how he came from Santa Barbara, California, running a multi-level business. Now he's in Florida, owner operator. And you look at these guys like Marty and Mark and Bob.
I'm gonna get Marty in here. That's who I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get
Mark.
Marty in here to talk to us. That's.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And you see these guys, man, like these guys are like six, like Bob's like I'm 67. Like, damn, you
Yeah.
67? So, another one of my good buddies, Rob Noble, he's out in Destin, Florida, where I plan on relocating in the next 10 years. That's where he operates from. Again, Bob is not Bob, but Rob is like 71 years old. Guy's still cleaning. So it's a lot of good guys with a lot of interesting stories in this, business, and that's another thing that I love to hear the stories, man. I love, again, talk to the guys that say I've been doing this since the 70s. One thing I wish I can see, I wish someone can show me one of the first truck mounts ever built.
Mm.
I wish I could.
I think Judson, right? He's down South Carolina. His father was one of the ones that built the first truck mount, Leslie Judson, out in
Okay.
South Carolina. Not to break up what you're saying, but that just brought back some memories when he spoke in the Pro Cleaners Network about 15 years ago. His father was one of the ones that helped make the first truck mount. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wish I could see one of the first truck mounts ever built. So again, man, I love this industry. Again, this business and industry has definitely took care of me and allowed me to do some unbelievable things, for myself and my family. And again, I'm just trying to give back to a lot of guys in this business, again, that look up to me because of maybe my youth and well, I'm a middle aged man. I'm 36 years old, or even my race, and just give them a hope, man. Let guys know that, that's one of my good buddies right there, man. Dexter Gumby, he's a good buddy of mine. He's here local. Sean Mack, I talked to Sean Mack a few times, another good guy. And these are guys that follow me because, again, they see what I'm doing, and I let them guys know each and every time.
Hey, Courtney, you got to give a shout out. You see who's watching you there. You got good old Mason from Mason's Network. You want
Now,
to
Mike Mason got to give me a free truck now. He want me to give him a shout out. Mason, I'm gonna be coming to you for a new Hydromaster soon. But Enrique said 36. Yeah, well, young man, I take care of myself. I gotta go hit this gym in the morning anyway. But yeah, man, a lot of good guys in this business, man, that look up to me and find me on YouTube. And I tell any guys, man, anytime you guys can email me, call me, I always try my best to get back to you. I talked to a few guys last week. I talked to a guy today. I get emails and calls almost every day, and I try my best to get back to those guys. Like I said, me and Rico had a good conversation yesterday. And again, man, just keep the guys motivated. You let them know that, I'm no different than them. It just take a lot of hard work, take a lot of dedication, a lot of patience. If you can learn to be patient in life, period, nothing happens overnight, but again, you keep pushing forward, you keep working smart. We got to get out of that mentality of working hard. You got to work smart. Hard work is for slaves. That's hard work. But we in business, so we need to start learning how to work smart and work together. And we do that, man. We can, again, do some nice things in this industry for each other. So I just want to say that.
Well, once again, I want to thank you. This was the perfect interview for the month that we're in to inspire and to instill hope into the guys. Now, we all know next month it's going to start warming up. So the people are going to start calling all over the U.S. So we want to start listening to Courtney and some of the other guys in the industry, and we want to get motivated. He just told you that you got to get off your duff. It's not going to come to you. You got to do something. And now you have something that I didn't have when I was 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, I had Howard Partridge. Yeah, I had Joe Polish. But you know what? They were some nice guys. But they wasn't nice without about $1,000. And I didn't have it. Now you have YouTube. You have Facebook. You can come cry to guys like Courtney and myself and others. And we're going to help. We're going to tell you. Now, what you do with it, that's up to you.
Yes, sir.
But you got to be the lion in your jungle. You have to step and see the lion, like I told you before. He's not the largest animal in the jungle. He's not the widest, and he's not the smartest animal. But what? He displays fear because they see that he's confident. And that's what you want to be. You want to be the carpet cleaner that sets the standard for your target market. And like Courtney told you, you might want to be a commercial carpet cleaner. Maybe you do want to work at night. Maybe you don't want to do commercial at all. So you can set the standard. That's the beautiful thing about the carpet cleaning industry not being regulated.
There you go.
So you can do what you want to do. But like Courtney and I are both saying, just do it right.
Do it right.
Just do it right.
And I
All
think
right,
guys like me and you, man, I think guys like me and you, again, what you just said, that's another thing I want to put out here before we go is that, I respect guys like Howard Partridge, Joe Polish, but you have to remember, guys, what they do is not typical. I'm not saying it can't be done. When you see Howard Partridge with 50, 60 vans, guys, ask yourself, how many people do you see with 50 and 60 vans in this business? So sometimes we have to be realistic. I put on Cleaners Connect one day. I said, what cleaners that you can ride with and learn from? And here come guys talking about the owner of Standard Steamers. The owner of Standard Steamers is not a cleaner. He's an investor. Those guys, he invested in a cleaning company. He's not me. He's not Roger Lloyd. He's not Mark Sager. So we have to be realistic of what we want in this business. Now, if you want to have 50 and 60 vans, I'm the wrong one to talk to. I can't talk to you.
Get out my group right now because I'm definitely the wrong one to talk to.
I'm the wrong one to talk to. But if you want to be a small moms and pops, company, be a nice community cleaner, be well known in your community. Again, I can help you. Roger can help you. Look up the guys like Mark Sager. Guys, look at how long Mark been doing it. And Mark only got 3 vans and usually keep about 2 of them full time. That's realistic. So have realistic expectations when you get in this business. Don't come in this business with $2,000 in your bank account talking about you want 20 trucks. Work what's in your hand first. Build what's in your hand first. And then, but again, you gotta think realistic. Stop having these. I hear so many guys I talk to be having these crazy, outrageous spaceship missions. Work what's in front of you, and then worry about what's gonna come later. So that's all, guys. Just want to throw that out there.
Hey, Courtney Lee, you the man, 1,000 grand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming in tonight. And like I said, they're going to be seeing you. And you going to definitely be one of the speakers at the show because they need to hear this. They need to hear.
Sir. Thank you, James. Yes, sir.
You can tell them about how, some things you left out tonight about how you can help out with internet advertising. They still need that. They do need that. Yes, sir.
Gotta get your name out there. Gotta brand your name. And again, there's no right or wrong way. It's just finding the right way that works for you. So a lot of things we're gonna be talking about in August. Again, and guys, if you really want to support us and support this group and support one another, come on out August. We're gonna start probably marketing it. Maybe in April, maybe you guys heads up.
No, March 1st. March 1st.
March 1st. Okay, March 1st. And go ahead and get this ball rolling because again, you got to get educated. You got to get under the right influence, the right people who know what they're doing. Again, to help take your business to the next level. So yes, sir.
Thank you, Courtney. Everybody, A stand for applause. Courtney Lee.
Yes, sir.
All right, good brother. You have a good one. In the carpet cleaning world, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
All right.